I cannot stress this enough. Hydration, H2O, aqua, electrolytes. Water, as we know, is essential for anything, anybody, every living creature. So today, I'm tackling one of the biggest challenges faced by today's working professionals. Finding that elusive balance between career goals and their overall well-being. I want to explore actionable items not only to help you thrive, but surpass your overall goals with these challenges faced. These highlights include the following 3 areas. The power of nutrition. Let's discover why the kitchen might very well be the number one source, the starting line for your work-life balance. I'm going to discuss how the foods we choose daily affect us throughout the course of the day. They impact our energy levels and overall our health. I'm going to talk about some different quick tips, nutritional guidelines, potentially some meal prep ideas, best foods for sustainable energy throughout the course of the day, and just overall to learn how to fuel your body for success daily. Actionable item number 2, the importance of movement. Can dedicating just 45 minutes to 60 minutes a day really enhance your overall success or well-being? Well, I say fuck yes. Whether that's yoga to clear your mind and overall just get the tension and tightness out of your body, to hitting the pavement or trails to just log some endurance, those miles, or good old-fashioned clanging and banging, as we like to say, hitting those weight strength conditioning. I'm going to chat about these areas and how making essential time amid a busy schedule is imperative for your overall well-being and business success. Lastly, we're redefining hard work. It's really time to question that notion of success. Is it synonymous with those long business hours? When every motivational guru really preaches around the clock that you have to work 24/7, no days off, that around the clock hustle. When you're consuming that type of content, it's easy for the viewer to feel like, shit, maybe I'm not doing enough. Is it not enough? Did I not get enough accomplished for today? I really hope this segment challenges that myth buster for you, the hustle and flow. For me, I want to be offering, a fresh perspective and ideas per se, optimizing your time. And it's really not about working harder, but working smarter. Whether you're just feeling burnt out, or maybe you're just looking for some new fresh tips to help you better manage your day. I feel like this episode is really packed with a lot of nuggets and insights and just overall advice for keeping your wellness in that perfect harmony, so to speak. What's up, everyone? This is Fit for Business with your host, me, Jared Lane. As always, thank you so much for listening and watching. And by watching, if you are watching on YouTube for the very first time, we want to build our subscribership up. If you can really do us a favor, tap that subscribe button. It would mean the world to us. Also, if you're listening along for the very first time on Spotify, as this is where you can find our podcast, The Pod, Fit for Business with Jared Lane on Spotify, go ahead and tap that follow button. This is episode 17. Woo! Let's go, baby. In a relentless pursuit of work-life balance, many of us overlook this one pillar that can help you guide on a daily basis to maybe not feel burnt out and keep your productivity levels high. And that one pillar, guys, is nutrition. The concept, we've heard it all the time after time, even from your favorite guru. And trust me, I am not a guru and I do not intend to try to come off like that. But I have been in the fitness game for 2 decades nearly, optimizing my nutrition, working out, having different regimens, and just staying on top of my game to help my productivity, per se. So the concept, right, that we've all heard, that the kitchen is our first line of defense. You are what you eat. And it really is for achieving that balance. And that's not far-fetched, guys. It's there among the pots and the pans, the plateware, the silverware, the cutting boards that we can really take control of how our destiny, the destiny being the day, is going to help our productivity. What we are putting in our mouths daily, how is that going to affect your work, your emotions, your interactions, overall those energy levels, right? And really just helping you to set the stage for success in every aspect of your life. Let me be clear. The foods you and I choose to consume play a critical role. A critical role. That role is in determining the level of energy you're going to have throughout the day. Think input, output, levels of your cognitive function. For instance, complex carbohydrates found in whole grains, vegetables, and fruits release glucose, which is gradually going into the bloodstream. And what it's doing in that bloodstream, guys, it's really providing you with other increases of energy levels that are really just going to help you stay hyper focused and give you more stamina throughout the day, right? Yes, here I am sipping on my cup of coffee. I enjoy my caffeine. It's my vice per se. However, I know I have a strict diet and a daily regimen that I've spoken about time and time and time throughout these episodes of my podcast. On the other hand, though, simple sugars and redefined carbs can really lead to spikes in our blood sugar levels, right? And those spikes, they go up and they come down. And what do we call that? We call that crashing. Everybody feels it, that midday lull. You feel tired. You feel, hey, I need another cellulose. I need a Red Bull. I need more coffee. This not only depletes your energy levels, but that also affects your mood and your concentration. Protein. Protein is a vital source. It's a vital component of a diet, any diet that fuels your success. Foods in high protein such as meats, fishes, soy, and nuts. These foods really help support the brain cognitive, how we function throughout the day, the course of the day. Those foods also play a major role in repairing our body tissues, keeping our muscles strong, and supporting physical activities that are quintessential for a daily lifestyle, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Hydration, H2O, aqua, electrolytes. Water, as we know, is essential for anything, anybody, every living creature. Not even that for every bodily function, but that goes with including our brain and overall performance. Even the slightest mild dehydration can lead to cognitive fatigue, brain fatigue, irritability, and difficulty in concentrating. I really want to kind of hammer this away. Ensuring adequate intake of hydration, fluids, it's really a simple yet effective way to boost that overall productivity and your well-being, your daily well-being. One way that I think if you're somebody that struggles cooking, taking the time to set aside to meal prep, plan ideas, I'm gonna just talk to this for a hot second. Incorporating meal prep ideas into your weekly routine, this can help be a game changer for those struggling to find a balance. Setting time aside every week, not every day. Cooking every day, I feel, is a hassle. But at the same time, if you have children, cooking can be a fun activity that you do with your families. It's just very time consuming. And this message is going out to people based off of the level of concept of time that everyone has. We all have 24 hours in a day, and how you choose to spend it efficiently and more effective is going to help kind of channel that out, right? So if you choose hey, cooking is a fun activity for me and my kids, go for it. Somebody like me, I do enjoy cooking with my children at the same time. They're very young, so I'm not there where I want them, cooking and meal prepping and touching raw meats and raw eggs and fishes and so forth. I personally like to try and meal prep on the weekend, Sunday preferably, if we have an adequate amount of time. Hash out a couple hours, meal prep chicken, our proteins, our vegetables, our carbohydrates, and so forth. Setting this time aside for success, preparation, meals, really sets the standards and helps raise the bars at the week ahead. When you meal prep, you avoid the ultimate trap. And that ultimate trap is reaching for unhealthy foods, processed foods that have labels, warning signs that you don't know what the fuck it means. If you're reading a processed box of something, and you're reading the warning labels, forgive me because I don't have anything in front of me to kind of go off of right now. But if you're wondering what it is, most likely you shouldn't be ingesting it and putting it into your body. Those are, sugars and carbohydrates that are going to break down and overall giving you that crash throughout the day. The moral of the story is, if you can't set time aside to meal prep and do it physically, and you have the whereabouts to work with a company, work with a partner to meal prep, there are hundreds and hundreds of meal prep companies. You're going to have to test it out to see what works best for you if you're living by yourself or you and your family. In a world that doesn't stop spinning, where every minute feels accounted for, dedicating 45 to 60 minutes a day might seem like a luxury to someone, to you watching, to you listening. A luxury that you simply can't afford to spend that time daily. But here's the fucking deal. It's not a luxury. It's an absolute fucking necessity to put that time of day away for physical activity. It really is an absolute necessity for the following. If you're serious about crushing it in both your personal life and your business life. And let me get this straight. This isn't about having an Instagram or TikTok worthy body. That's not what the fuck we're talking about here. It's really about wiring our brains, your brain and body, to operate at peak levels of performance. That's what it comes down to. Think about it. Every one of us, each and every one of us, all have 24 hours in a fucking day. The difference is how we each choose to utilize that time that we're dealt with daily. Allocating just 2 to 3% of your day, just 2 to 3% of your day to movement can dramatically shift the remaining 97%. How? Because fitness, exercise is the ultimate game changer. Ultimate game changer. For example, put two 30-year-olds next to each other. Let's say they're male. Put two male 30-year-olds next together. One trains 5 to 7 days a week, meal preps, is healthy, and so forth, yada, yada, yada. Put another male 30-year-old next to one another, doesn't take the time to exercise, doesn't take the time to diet. Chances are you're going to be able to tell which one. I don't care about their genetics either. It's the truth. Or shift that and turn it to a 40-year-old something male. And listen, this conversational piece, it's not about losing weight. It's not just about building muscle. That's not what it is about. It's cultivating a mindset, a discipline, a level of resilience, and mainly focus. That's what these objectives come down to. My gut tells me those are the traits that you need to win and succeed in the game of life, to push barriers and to outperform, overperform everyone else that is still sleeping on the power of any type of physical activity. Yoga isn't just about stretching, right, guys? It's about really mastering control over your mind and learning how to remain calm. Learning how to remain calm under pressure. Hitting the pavement for a run just isn't about cardio. It's really teaching yourself how to endure, how to really persist in everything you want, even when you want to quit. And lifting weights, it's not about just getting stronger physically. That's not what it's about. That's also helping you build mental toughness to really lift the heavy burdens, right, guys? Really lift those heavy burdens of life without backing down. That's what weight training is about. Now I hear you. The ultimate thing that everyone says, I don't have enough time. But here's the thing. Saying you don't have time for physical activity, working out, exercise, yoga, running, weight training, whatever it may be, is like saying you're too busy to stop to fill up your car that's empty on gas. That's the analogy I'm throwing out. Eventually, you're going to run out, aren't you? Stuck. If you want to excel, if you want to lead, if you want to succeed at any type of high level, you got to make the time. If this means waking up earlier, cutting down on binge watching on Netflix, Hulu, whatever is your pleasure, or really it's just about being more efficient with your time in the day so you can carve out the non-negotiable. Fitness should be non-negotiable for everybody. It should be a non-negotiable slot in the course of your day, no matter what. And here's the real kicker, guys. The benefits of slotting in exercise daily come with this. It extends far beyond the physical aspect of what we're talking about, right? We're talking also about improved mental health. That's what physical activity really helps people with. Breaking the barriers and improving mental clarity. It helps with sharper decision-making skills, boosted creativity, and overall to enhance with eliminating stress. Everybody has stress. I have stress I deal with daily. Physical activity helps me to lift the weight off my shoulders when it comes to stress. These benefits will really spill over into every aspect of our lives. Physical activity. I think it can help enrich relationships, will help amplify your professional success, and overall just improve self-esteem. In essence, dedicating those 45 minutes to 60 minutes per day to movement, it really isn't just about transforming your body, right, guys? It's about shaping your life. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, essentially capable of tackling whatever comes your way, right? Remember, there's a saying, the quality of life is directly influenced by what you're willing to put into it, right? And in this case, in this episode, it starts with moving your fucking body. So listen up. I'm about to flip the script right now on this episode and go and do another 180 right now on another topic, that third bullet point. Flip the script and talk about what it means to work hard and achieve success from what I think. Everywhere you look, someone is telling you the only path to success is working relentlessly, which I agree on. Backbreaking work, yes. That mantra of hustle is so drilled into us, right? Pushing the narrative, grinding 24/7, or you're not going to make it. That's what they tell us. But guess what? I think that's a myth, a dangerous one at that. I think it's time to redefine hard work. Frankly, it's not about working harder. It's that saying, it's about working smarter. Listen, I'm not saying I don't work long hours. I don't work on the weekends when I need to. When shit needs to get done, you got to get it done, hands down. Do you need to work 20-hour days, 140 hours a week? I don't think so. The reality is, right, success is synonymous with long hours. That's what we hear. This person's grinding. This person worked 20 years to get to where they have to, and I agree with that. I'm far from where we want to be. I want to be in my company. We have a long way to go. Long road ahead, and I know it. There's a lot of work that needs to be put in. But think about it. We all have, again, going back to the fitness aspect, we all have 24 hours in a day, 1,000%. Do you really believe the titans of the industry are working every single one of those hours? Now, I'm saying some of them do, some of them don't. That's my theory. This is what I think. I think they understand something crucial that those hustle gurus aren't telling us. Efficiency beats hours. And hear me out when I mean efficiency. It's about what you do with the time you have, not how much you spend at the coalface. Here's the deal. Working smarter means working with clear priorities, right? It's identifying about 20% of efforts that are going to yield you more 80% results, right? This principle I'm going to talk about, you've probably heard about it, the Pareto principle. I feel it's our ticket to getting more done in less time. Why? This is why. Because not all tasks are created equal. It reminds me of a book that I read at least 2 to 3 times a year, The One Thing, co-authored by Gary Keller. Not all tasks are created equal. That's part of the Pareto principle. Some have a massive impact, right, guys? Depending upon like what you do for a business, while others are marginal gains at best. You have to focus on what moves the needle, right? What moves that needle back and forth. That's where you have to be spending the time. But it doesn't stop there, right? Working smarter also means leveraging technology, right? Leveraging systems, automations, AI, delegation. That's a hard word to say, especially if you have a team. You have to understand who to delegate it to, how to delegate it to, why to delegate it to. Are they capable of being delegated to? And if they're not the right teammate. So in today's world, technology really offers countless opportunities to streamline your automations and also to automate routine tasks. Why waste precious time on something that a software or another team member can handle for you? We have to learn, everybody has to learn to free yourself from the weeds, right? So you can focus on that strategy. Growth, that's the picture. If that's where you want to go with your company. Focus on growth and the big picture. And then there's the matter of rest. Yes, rest. Ignored by the hustle culture. Rest, I feel, is actually our secret weapon at hand. It's the foundation of creativity, problem solving, and decision making, hands down. Cutting edge ideas aren't going to come from being overtired, not enough sleep, having cognitive functions. They're not going to come from a mind that's burnt out, right? Running on fumes. Those ideas come when you're fully rested and the batteries are recharged. When those batteries are recharged and ready to tackle new angles, new ideas. So redefining work means throwing out some ideas, right? It really means throwing out the old playbook and implementing that new playbook, right? That new playbook that glorifies burnt out. It's about working with intention, prioritizing high impact activities, making smart use of technology and automations, right? And also, yes, taking time to recharge. No matter where you are in life, in your business, you're just starting out, seasoned entrepreneur, a legacy takes a lifetime to build. And it ain't a fucking sprint. It is a marathon. And I think if you want to cross that finish line, you need to optimize your most valuable asset. That is time. As always, thank you so much for lending me your ears and most importantly, your attention. This has been Fit for Business with me, Jared Lane.